This how-to video is going to show you how to set up an input on an I/O module, whether that be a switch contact module or the I/O with the PSM, and show you how to set that input up as we call it transition or switch, right? So if we're going to indicate this as an alarm, basically we're going to know when the alarm's on and when the alarm's off. So this is going to be an explanation of how to set up that input. So we're going to come here on the welcome page, go to the core software, and then we want to go to devices, or we want to be. So you can select on the left, or we can use the icons, configuration, devices. I'm going to use a production status module for this example. It could also just be on an I/O, but basically I'm going to select this. Should give this a name. And what you want to do is you want to select your discrete inputs, and then you'll see there's 4 here. On that circuit board where you wired them in, there were 4 inputs. So you just want to make sure you know which one that is. It's written on the board. So select the one that you wired it into. Go select here. And for us, we're going to set this up as an alarm, like I said, where it's on or off, which is a switch, or what we're calling a transition. And then essentially what enabled is that you want it to be on. Right, so now that it's on the board, it's going to let us know when it gets turned on or turned off. If we're monitoring this in a different fashion where basically on means good and off means bad, then we would want to select this to invert it, right? So when it's not inverted, it's basically looking, when it turns on, then it's going to trip, and that's going to say that something bad's going on, or that an alarm needs to be set. If we invert it, it means while it's on, it doesn't do anything, but once it turns off, then it's going to want to know that something's bad, then it's going to try to set that off. So do that. These on delays and off delays are used if you don't want, once it's tripped, you don't want it to actually turn on and start that alarm process until after X period of time. You can use this on delay. And then the off delay is the opposite of that. So once the switch is cleared, then it won't actually turn off until X number of seconds. And this link to is going to come into play later on in the other videos where you'll see where I add the alarm for it. Then I'll associate this input with that alarm. So you can select your next one. This is a transition, it's enabled. So now we'll have our 2 inputs set up. Once they're set up, we're just going to hit our save and exit button. It's going to return this back to our main page here. And so now you're good to go, so that you go on to the next video that's how to set up an input as either a dual state or tri-state with reason unacknowledgeable. Look forward to talking to you again. Bye.